It's a Call of Cthulhu game. So, !CW will get you the content warnings for this. !What's this will give you an idea of the game, or as much of an idea as I have. This came out around the same time as Sinking City. Oh, Moliere. That's adorable to happen to somebody else. This came out around the time of Sinking City from Frogwares. Ostensibly quite similar games, and therefore this one kind of went on the back burner a bit. So now I feel there's sufficient distance for me to finally get down and play this. This is based off the Call of Cthulhu role-playing license. I don't know how much of the RPG has made it in past using the logo from Chaosium. Pardon me, drive. This is the love break Cthulhu in the city of slime, where it's night all the time. Yeah, exactly, fish. So yeah, I'm not sure how much of the gameplay has actually made it in. We shall see. This being COC, don't expect accurate depictions of mental illness. Expect waftiness, hallucinations, and unreality. We shall see how it goes. Right. Oh, and judging by that, gore. I'll be very disappointed if there aren't tentacles. I don't know, Fish. I haven't looked through 5th or 6th for it. I'm a wimpy tentacle. I'm a wimpy tentacle. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He's now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Okay. Unlike, say, The Sinking City, where you play a troubled private detective veteran of the First World War, who, ever since an unstated incident on the dive, has basically been relying on laudanum. And therefore spends the entire game slightly spaced out. Hey, Knight. You actually aren't. COC treats mental illness much the same way the Godzilla franchise treats radiation. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't end up with unaccountably cute 80-story dinosaurs. You would end up with dead dinosaurs. I have just been doing the preamble explaining COC and what we can expect from this game. So, you're okay. Or indeed Dark Corners of the Earth, where you play a private detective who, at least that one borrows from Shadow Out of Time. It runs through the Shadow over Innsmouth, but the framing story, the whole reason you've got a 6-year time lapse between the prologue and chapter 1, is because it's basically wandered off and ripped the Shadow Out of Time. One day I will actually finish that game, but only with a trainer, because I keep getting to a certain point and then just nope. Basically, private detectives in this whole genre are just depressed, on the verge of losing the plot, and probably shouldn't be trusted with sharp objects. But I will say that the only one who gave me genuine depression and absence, possibly dissociative feelings, was Charles from Sinking City. And I played a lot of these games. You really feel that he was already on the edge before he turned up at the start of the game. And things went weird. Who knows what evil lurks at the heart of time? Okay. We don't need this bit subtitled. It's there. Okay. Reinforcing the gore from the get-go. Okay. I wouldn't lean on it. I'd wait until you can stand up, dude. Yeah, Sinking City is indeed the benchmark so far for Mythos games. It captures that just to the left of normal. Right. Okay. What the? Well, that's normal. Actually, it's probably the most normal thing I've found in here. Okay, cruelty to sharks. Oh, there is a head bob I'm actually finding a bit weird. Right, okay. So I can crouch and go through there, or I can have a look over here. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ratio of books to candles there worries me. Okay, fine. Subtle, slow burn type of horror, yes. Uh-huh. Oh, no. Okay. Quick, cover everything in fog. Counter darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. I'll grab a lantern then. Bolt croppers, always useful. Boat, more useful in this situation. Okay, who thought that was a 9 Inch Nails logo? Was that just me? Okay, no. Let's go back this way. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should just kill the eternal unpleasantness baby noises. Okay. Okay, this is a... It will do the context for you. Fair enough. Uh-huh. And yet more dead fish. Good to see. This looks like backstage at Maneater, to be honest. This is like what's left on the seabed after I've been playing that for a while. That's an orca, okay. Right, the creepy music's going to have to go away because it's annoying me. Why do I need to run? What do I need to run from? And by run you mean walk a bit quicker.
Has already been written.
Why is Patrick Stewart a cultist?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Well, we got tentacles. Why did you drink it? I hate whiskey. I hate what it does to me. I could drink something cheaper, but hey ho.
It's been too long since I've slept out there.
Well, there's a solution to that. It's called Get a Bedroom.
I used to be an avid reader.
Of the same books, apparently. Oh, is the camera doing the thing again? Okay. Better. And I'm not allowed to look at that in detail.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Certificate of membership, the Wentworth Agency, Boston, Massachusetts. Never try and hire a PI in Boston. Yeah, it's simple as deactivate, reactivate. I don't know why. I don't know why it started doing it. It's since the Windows update. I had hoped it was a power thing, but it isn't.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand.
Husband never understood his wife had left him. He kept calling me weeks after the investigation had closed. Yeah, you're assuming it was because of the investigation and not because he fancied you. Okay. Hi, Crenna. You're a little disconcerted, dropped the game for judging you. Guess what you heard as you came back with a Scotch and Coke? I'm experiencing what is known in the trade as a period of low mood. And yes, I have been taking SJW. So I apologise if I'm not as sparkling company as I should be. Have a drink or don't drink. US is voted dry. Fuck it, have a drink, dude. You can't have been asleep that long. You've still got ice cubes. There you go. Thank you.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my notebooks.
Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I hear voices in my dreams, but they're different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creatures calling me. Uh-huh. So, I have no missions, but I have a notebook.
A good old story of blackmail, Miss Pickett.
Uh-huh.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Yeah, alright. I'll answer the phone.
I'm listening. That's correct. Is that right?
Oh, right. Time to get statted up. Also, why the protagonist's always mad to start with, doesn't that defeat the point of being an investigator? Yeah. I much prefer it when they found some stability after being damaged, which again Sinking City has managed. Admittedly, he manages it by wandering around with laudanum the whole time. And defending himself with sarcasm. Okay. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Well, there's a shocker. So, I've got 8 points available. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Really? Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analysing a crime scene and picking locks. Okay. He sucks at medicine. He's not great at psychology. Knows sod all about the occult. Yeah. Well, Sinking City, if I recall, he spent most of the game considering whether or not he was going to off himself. So, hang on. Why have you just spent me 2 points? Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving the skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. And that's your knowledge of human behaviour. So, where do we want to sort of direct him to start with? That's basically combat, fighting, forcing the environment. Eloquence is talking my way through problems. Spot hidden is just what it says on the tin. Undiscovered objects will not appear in game. Interesting. And psychology, understanding people's motivations. I'm dubious about the occult. Levels in occult would be useful. Levels in medicine would be useful. Oh, that's hideous. That is fairly horrible. Now you're tempted to put all my points in strength and nothing else. I will punch Cthulhu. I kinda like that you can sort of pre-spend points and not get a level up until you earn more, but it seems weird for a game start. I'm an amateur occultist. Okay, let's level up to 2 on that. This Pong PC Dumb's books are particularly clumsy. Oh, by the way, I am awfully tempted, because I've got to cut my hair again. I'm awfully tempted to do my haircut on stream at the start of one of my streams, and I don't know why. Wouldn't be wildly exciting. It's not exactly taking a razor to it. Quite glad I put that up. At least I could show how I do it. You see, for realism, I kind of feel that I ought to not have occultism. But on the other hand, still it gives me a 20% chance. But it's the same as talking to somebody. Okay. Do you really want to validate? Yes, that's why I hit enter. No.
What's wrong? Work is scarce. But are those cases worth it? I'm coming.
I can't think why he's not getting any new cases. Ah, fuck you, clients. Hello would do it.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Well,
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
okay.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and plant. All of Boston.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool.
I've seen that waistcoat,
Sarah,
mate.
my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
the painter. Yes. I know that's her.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They
Mm-hmm.
all died in the fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, her grandson.
Second fire in 10 minutes.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have any proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully.
That's the
at this
thing.
painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Maybe I should have taken spot hidden higher.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness,
Yes.
or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at it. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Mm-hmm.
A warehouse on Dark. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping labels. Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Yeah. Why? Why not just call it Hell's Point? Hey, Rogapan. The police report says the fire started in the dining room, claimed the whole family. The police decided on the domestic accident, but they nevertheless insisted on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reclusive life there with their only son, Simon. Not anymore, they don't. So we have places, clues. Oh, that's where I get my stats. That's fine. My old lighter I engraved in the memory of the 77th Infantry Battalion and the men of the Lost Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Okay. Right then, let's be having you.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread and chaos.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You're asking the wrong guy. I read about her mental fragility. Something's not right with this story. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Let's find out about what is Warehouse 36.
Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal. Police are sticking to the offensive. Though they mentioned Sarah's hand at the stage. I believe you are right. This case to be a series.
Well,
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
yep. Well, it'd be a damn short game if he just went. I think I'd like it on a sofa better. I make no apologies for this, by the way. I have chocolate drops, and I'm going to use them as medicinal to cheer myself up.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions.
Excuse me?
Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
So she wasn't mentally fragile, she simply hallucinated. Okay. See previous content warning for inaccurate use of mental illness, but hey. Visit the picturesque town of Hell, perched on the banks of the River Toast. I like the River Toast.
Dark? Never heard.
Pirates of,
Where
really
is
good cartoon.
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Why in my head do I always have Boston as landlocked? I have no idea. Medicinal chocolate's pure, perfectly viable. Yep. Well, that's not all the information I need. I need considerably more, but
I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
she's...
Quiet down. Come on, yourself. That's something. An artist dies with her family in-house. Your only
Cheers,
clue
Chrono.
is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater by
and the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater. And you can go death.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Yeah, to be fair, a rich guy has just
Dark.
pitched up.
I think I've got a book on the north Atlantic. You'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Yeah, rich guy's just pitched up, handed you a weird shit case, left behind what is presumably an extremely valuable painting. Yeah, I don't know why. For some ungodly, I've got a pretty good grasp on the rest of sort of New England geography. But for some reason I always shift Boston inland. It's very odd. Yeah, I imagine you miss having multiple screens. Fingers crossed, Fish, that when you can take Laz over, you will be far happier. Even if it will deprive Pippin of where he's currently sleeping. Why are you sitting? I didn't tell you to crouch.
I wonder why I still take these things.
I wonder how you get the pills out of that bottle. That sounds like Pippin's problem, not yours, yeah. Use with caution. Descriptive name, somniferous? Somniferma? Ah. I might have to turn the mouse sensitivity up. Because it's just, if I want to turn something, it's okay, I'll just scroll for a mile. It was nearly your problem, Fish. He missed his jump this morning and nearly had Lazarus over. And then fell off the table.
I used to be an avid reader.
The learning of medicine. Lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. Its details, symptoms, and suitable treatment. Define civilized. It's also very narrow. I checked on him. He's fine. He was so eager to get to this food bowl this afternoon. He went straight off the edge of the table. Because he's, what's that term? Oh yeah, an idiot. But gorgeous. If you're very good later, I will bring him in.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Well, you're going to need all of that. Right, who is this? What is this? Boston Strangler escapes state mental ward. Yes, alright. Rub it in that it's on the coast. Oh, I wonder if that's it.
I should get rid of this.
Yes. Yes, you should, because it makes you look less than professional. He is a clumsy little fuzzbutt. This guy needs a recycling bin for all his glass.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
Yeah.
But it seems to have been shown since then.
Uh-huh. Darkwater Island's been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. Why are they lost? Well, presumably because you came along and killed them all. Don't let the romanticism of those moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still adorns the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to the dock.
Additional, to be honest, additional content is they're not exaggerating. They're kind of playing up his attitude towards non-wasps. You don't have to make a game OTT in that direction. There is plenty already there. No, that's fair, Molly. And completely valid. I don't want to harp about Sinking City, but they managed, you know, racial tensions, ethnic tensions, without going full-blown xenophobia in their different factions. And, you know, one of their factions was led by a guy who was clearly part gorilla. Very cinematic music, though. It's very, very good, Monia. And you want a game that's hallucinatory. You're never quite sure what's real and what isn't. And that's handled very, very well. I'm holding out hope for some DLC for it.
We're almost there.
Take your word for it, mate. Oh. Cool. Really? The font choice is, of course, the Chaosium version of the Call of Cthulhu logo. I swear to God, sometimes when they're doing licenses, that's what you're paying for.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Okay.
Welcome to Darkwater Island.
Why, thank you.
So,
Now you ask?
Does the Hawkins place mean anything to you?
A sad story. Life of Faith. Charles Hawkins may have been a land of the dead. He was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman. And a great angel.
Okay.
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Okay.
It's the Hawkins family that brings you here. I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Uh-huh. Disturbingly helpful. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look and see what the locals have to tell me. Okay, basically talk to everybody. Also, I'm gonna have to Google the VAs for Pierce and Fitzroy so far, because I know them and they're driving me around the bend. Hello.
Okay, that's enough. Same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Okay, well, ask about Warehouse 36. These sailors get upset over nothing. You're totally out of your depth.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, weather detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Okay, and your door is...
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist.
Well, I'm going out on a limb here that that King Great bite is probably something to do with it. Yeah, Anthony Howell. Oh.
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah. He's gonna
Is
get
that
us in
who I
trouble.
think it is?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
I'm sorry, it's really bad manners to start Googling things.
Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. Cops, they can't understand.
Excuse me, can I get... No, apparently they count as invisible.
Nobody listens to us
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Oh right, so I only had one chance to talk to him. Can I talk to the sailors? No, can't go around the sailors. What's my Meredith doing there? Sorry, just from the corner there. Fitzroy.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah. He's gonna get us in trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Yeah, I thought so. That's why he's got the voice I remember. Lead character from Vampire. Explains why it sounded like he was doing a slightly wonky American accent, because he is.
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Hi.
Nothing for you here either. Pretext.
Okay.
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told me not to stick your
Okay.
noses around here.
Bye.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me.
Yeah, that is, isn't it? It's Jonathan Reed. Please, sir, why do you all have the same faces? Nice. Well, you're delightful. Oh, Edward. Really? Don't be a knob. Ah, unfortunately I haven't played Bloodborne.
Let's get him another drink.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Wasn't me who went looking for it. This guy didn't show respect.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a hunt. I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for fun.
Hello,
I
Alexia.
prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
No prohibition around here. Well, obviously not.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Hall.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah. Anything.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Okay.
What can you tell me about
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Yeah, if I can bring the sound levels up for you if you want. I'm happy to do that. I've had to reset everything on OBS because it decided that it was coming through all sorts of different things. I take it my microphone volume's fine, yeah? Okay.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Nope.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The Stranded Whale.
Oh, that is...
I guess this
literally-
bar... Has
Oh,
been here a long
right then.
time.
What can I... The name went off...
It was a tough...
I kind of assumed there was more to say there, but never mind.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
Oh, so her
Anything
then.
else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
That's not how liquid
I think
behaves.
we'll get along well.
Okay. This will affect your destiny. Oh, great. Yeah.
That'll be all for now.
I love that this will affect your destiny, but not actually going to tell you. Non-Newtonian whiskey. Could be. That's 2 drinks this character's had this game.
And then he said, "You have no right to
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We'd given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. Well, this is fantastic. Uh-huh. Taste the miraculous catch. So basically everybody has eaten it.
And the doctor, what did he think?
Clues. We have Blue's Clues. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks it's linked to the death of his daughter. I cannot think why he'd think that. Okay, I'm just going to leave you plenty of room to read these, okay? It is, yeah. I mean, calling a book Scylla is... It's a choice. A boat Scylla, even. It's a choice. Definitely sounds like Jonathan trying to put on an American accent. It is, isn't it? It's odd. I'd rather they left him British, to be honest. Okay. Occupation schoolboy. Occupation creepy kid. Uh-huh. Alright. I haven't actually. I just brushed it. Although actually I did comb it instead of brushing it, come to think. It's decided to go shiny today. So, Island of Darkwater is fucked. Do you know the only place more buggered than this? That island over there, which is isolated from the isolated island. Frankly, I'd rather live up that lighthouse. Okay, so we've got bootleggers. We've got Captain Fitzroy, who seems to be a big deal around here. I've got to go and talk to him. A bar where liquor is served with total impunity. Don't care.
My God.
Maybe it's just me, but I really don't give a monkeys about prohibition.
She will do it again.
Hello, you look stable.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
What?
Gifted with its own consciousness. Until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Yep. Feel like cluing me in on...
She will do it again,
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Can we please get some kind of time scale? Because half of the articles and everything, they look like the whaling was, you know, previous generations. And that sort of feel. And then it looks like these relatively young guys were whalers. What?
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Oh, there's a lot of
Until the
English accents.
last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
Young?
That catch saved our island.
From what?
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Uh-huh. Is Prohibition ignoring bar smacks to me of the devs forgetting about Prohibition and needing a quick retcon? Possibly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Oh, that's annoying. It's some very odd accents going on here. So, you're clearly as sus as they come.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Alright,
I told you to beat it.
fine. Okay, locked door, fair enough. Huh.
She will do it again, you know. Oh, the girl doctor. Oh, she won't stop asking.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Our grandparents tasted its flesh and it clearly did us no harm. Yeah, absolutely. Right, we've got invisible walls there and there. Oh, this is fine. I'm sure all lanterns do this. Oh, we've got pedal music. So 1847, only 60 years ago. Well, there's a health and safety violation waiting to happen. Hey there, dude. How you doing?
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay. Mind if I have a quick snoop around your entire room?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You can't afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Alright then. Apparently he's fine with letting me investigate his obvious blackmail material.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Oh, found the toilet. It's in this place.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 7 years.
They're all using wear loyal lanterns. Oh, okay. Better? Good. Yeah, thank you, Chi. Basically, yeah, the webcam has been being weird since the Windows update. And I'm not quite sure what to do about it. Does Captain the Hook look like he's giving a rat's butt about payments and such? Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't really afford a new one at the moment. But that's on my list to get. Hopefully I can fix this one. I think it's just software, but it's just Windows being an arse.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbour.
So I'll be looking at that then. The Learning of Medicine, Volume 2. Ethics and Good Practice to Medical Staff. Which is exactly the same size as all of the previous medicine in the world. Illnesses in the world. Do you see what I mean? They're using oil lanterns, which is usually in a place like this would be whale oil, but they haven't been able to catch whales in ages. I'm confused. It's atmospheric, but I'm still confused. Yeah, the only thing about the webcam is if it starts freezing, I won't necessarily know because I'm not looking directly at it. So feel free to yell in chat and let me know. I'm confused, so is this game.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
The man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Okay. The lanterns will never turn them against them. They are way loyal lanterns. Oh dear Godfish. I can't even go in the other room and throw things at you.
What a macabre souvenir.
Seriously? I've got my grandfather's wooden leg. Ha! Could collects shells, apparently. Same man. This man looking like the man in whose room I could be. This could be brothers, and definitely not the same person. Well, no, this one doesn't have a wooden leg. I don't think. No. Not visibly, anyway. I haven't actually looked at the desk.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible, 1819, 1907, and the partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Oh, good. Everything's redacted. And the camera's gone again. Awesome. Please don't do that. Everything's awesome. Right. Oh, bloody hell. He can teleport. Come and talk to me when you've done this. While you're reading, I will sneak off outside.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
You're being helpful. Why?
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Okie dokie.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just looking up his VA. Who, again, if you're a Brit and you've ever seen TV programs, you've probably watched him. Alan Cordner. He's great. It's just, I wish he wasn't channeling Dominic Santini circa Airwolf. In Airwolf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Okay. He's probably 50 eldritch octopi in a coat, but you love him when you are.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true.
Bull sharks.
And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
That's why this guy's voice is ringing bells. He voices Ironhide in the Transformers Universe video game. That's the voice he's using, because that's not what he sounds like normally. I'm not just scrolling down thinking, at what point am I going to hit Holby City? Or casualty. Oh, foils war, however. Yeah.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Okay.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
That is, he's going full Ironhide though, isn't he?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor.
Did.
It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I did.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Okay. But you also can't get to it.
Understood.
There's an argument.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Let's try and be
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Magic and occults, medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, now you tell me! I'd have put all my stuff into them. Poodles. Okay. So I've got 2 points available. Let's up my eloquence. Sanity. I'm apparently just having nightmares at the moment. It's fine. He's 45. He's 3 years younger than me. Wow. They do say wind weathers you. Blackmail, photo, manifests. Time has been unkind to him. Yeah, clearly not proper sunscreen. Okay. With the Transformers Universe game had Peter Cullen doing Optimus' voice and Cordner playing Ironhide, but Cullen was the original voice of Ironhide in the cartoon. I thought he was. Possibly a young dev team. Oh, the scumbags have gone. As have most of the arguing sailors.
Something real bad.
Oh my god, how many times are you going to say that?
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Hi, you're sus. Hello.
Where do you think you're going?
I
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Yeah. Again, I have no idea of timescale. It's months, apparently, but the father seems to be convinced that it's only very recent. It's a little bit frustrating.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Okay.
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
Pierce, really?
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know.
Okay, apparently I'm
There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. And then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
Okay.
Who are they?
Sorry. I really can't talk about them.
For their goods or for their evils? Can I
You again? I told you to beat it.
No, you didn't.
No need to get worked up.
Okay, genuinely don't like that it gives you like one go to have a conversation with people. That's weird. Hi, can I talk to you? No, can't talk to you. Who the hell are you and why have you been fishing this whole time? Why have you been fishing there? The case was closed months ago. We didn't arrange the killings until after the conclusion was all in. Yes. Mate, I'm not an architect, but I don't think that's safe. Can I jump? Okay, I'm not breaking and entering into someone's house where I have no reason to. That, on the other hand, bears some investigation. Awesome. No cults around here. No, no, no. St. Brenda the Navigator. Or St. Brendan the Navigator, not St. Brenda the Navigator.
St. Brendan. Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
You don't think lodging a complaint with the Urban Planning Committee is going to bear fruit? Okay, a lot of you have seen The Sinking City, or some of you have seen The Sinking City on my playthrough. Is it just me judging this badly? Why are you letting me not pick this?
There.
Is this warehouse... I'm going to buy you a dictionary definition of warehouse if it is, but... If I went from Phoenician to runes, yeah. Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in close range. Okay. I need a lantern. But I've got a
Hello,
lantern.
old friend.
Great. I'm thinking of actually, aside from where it's plot essential, of keeping him sober. How do I... Okay. Storyline gets dubious even for cosmic horror. Sinking City special interpretation of a COC game. I think possibly because Sinking City had such a lot going on. so many side quests and jobs. No, it's thank you very much. It's not so much obvious as just OTT on trying to establish a mythos horror setting. A mythos horror setting should be one in which everything starts perfectly normal. Yeah, or at least everyone behaves like it's perfectly normal, instead of basically standing there going, whoa.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
What?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That sentence does not make sense. Apparently in this universe you turn into a slinky when you drink too much. Yes, very much.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
He wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
No, you don't have any
St.
ships.
Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Consider cleaning him?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
You
got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Demon feet. Definitely demon feet.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
Oh, right, hang on. No.
We got
Fitzroy.
So?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
Oh.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Okay.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Please sit down, guys.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
After a while, right, let's go. Oh, hello. Let's go and make this the crouch
if it
button.
gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay. They're having their own little plot over there.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps.
Yeah,
Go
you
die
can
of
talk.
thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Well, you're delightful.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
You'll love the video game logic of my drunken swear animation kicks in only when I'm talking. Oh, I wish you hadn't said that.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
Someone who speaks
What do
Swedish.
I know? They could have done it by
Who's
themselves.
they?
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Uh-huh.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Is it just me or are they really weird shapes?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Oh, goody.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Uh-huh.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Okay, so that was a failed eloquence check. Presumably one of them has been nicking from there. Do I have a manual save? No, I don't. Okay. Checkpoint saves are awful and horrid, and I don't like them.
Water, you shysters, you're crazy.
Please say something else. Is the detective hitting on them? I don't think so. I think the detective is restraining himself from hitting them.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Okay.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Will I? Oh, good. Why?
I shall take my leave.
Trouble is, I keep just hearing him as Jonathan, which means I keep thinking, just bite him. Okay. Where do you drive to, my lovely? Well, this is clearly hell.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
No, it's not. It's only 60 years old, tops. This whole town needs nerve tonic. Yes.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Oh, fantastic. But apparently, no way up unless that's a ladder. That's a ladder. Uh-huh. This is fine.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Right. Okay, fine. Time to hope that I upped my spot hidden enough. This lever activates a mechanism. Thank you.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Now, when you say completely taken to bits, do you mean just had the handle taken off? Oh, no you don't. Okay. This part enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk. Okay. It's very nice 3D modelling, but...
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
What else do I have? Does that mean I'm solving a puzzle? That flashing? Do you think? I've looked in there. Are you the only one cringing at the horrible phrase completely taken to bits? I haven't checked. Do we know the nationality of the devs? And if someone wants to Google that, that would be awesome. Okay. Evidently, that's not it. Are you seriously telling me because I haven't got a high enough spot hidden? I maybe can't look in that box. If you are, I'm just going to laugh at you, game. Okay, that's not actually what I wanted to do, but hey, go. See, that looks like something I ought to be able to pick up, but apparently not. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I honestly don't think I can get in there until I've upped my spot hidden. I wonder if Cat will let me get past her guards, having thoroughly impressed her earlier.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
It's very translated French. in structure.
I told you to beat it.
Okay, fine. Nope, still can't do that. Okay. Also develop sticks. Sticks came out first. Sticks, I suppose, is a slightly simpler game. There's a limit to the number of animations it needs. There's a guy down there. Can I go and talk to that dude? Will that help? No idea. Hi. Well, I guess I shouldn't be prejudging. But Vice at this moment, yes, Sinking City is the better game. I'm not looking for anything because I don't have the flashing question mark.
You shysters, you're crazy!
Why are you calling them shysters?
They can't
That's
understand.
not what it means.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it.
What?
Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand.
Trouble?
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water,
You saw Wenchkin playing it. Oh, okay. Oh. Edie grabs. I suppose I can set fire to those dudes, can I? I mean, I'm not saying I would love a petrol bomb at this stage, but, you know, I'm not saying it either. Sticks, yeah. It did a good job of distracting you so the writing didn't have to really make sense. And my biggest problem with Sticks is it should have finished about 3 levels sooner.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Okay, fine. Is there any way that I can manually improve my spot hidden, do we think? Exterminate everyone, Call of Cthulhu. Can I take that lantern with me? No. Okay, fine. Can I get in there? No. Hi.
You saw what happened with those sailors.
Oh.
Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Oh, okay.
I shall take my leave.
So the one person I can come back and talk to has nothing to say to me anyway. Ookie day. Okay, fine. So. I wonder if I can get over the railing. This is clearly incredibly safe. How the hell do you get to that door? And would it do me any good? Possibly. Possibly not. I was going to do it after the stream. So, well reminded there, if you would like to win a copy of Barrow Hill, Curse of the Ancient Circle, and you're in the Hint Discord, swing into the Jurassic Up channel and type Ancient Ones to be entered into the draw. Okay, this is going to drive me round the bend, officially. Okay. Is there a way I can look in more detail, do you think? Interaction, light, shoot, lean forward. Okay. Crouch, run, diary access. Okay. Maybe this angle will help. I don't know. Okay, he stands up when you do that. Fine. Am I just consistently failing spot hidden checks? There's a fairly big hole in the game, guys. Monstrously dense, which I don't deny could be. What's the green question mark? The green question mark, I think, means I'm in a puzzle. Which doesn't narrow it down. I'm just trying to work out if I am just missing something or what. It is just randomly flashing. There's nothing saying I need extra light. It's very pretty. That's the way up. think it is. I think it is. I am screwed if I don't have a higher spot hidden. Nope. Finally, his fingers burn. I was wondering. Okay, so I can't talk my way past the guards. I can't get in through there. I have a feeling it's one of those big cogs I need to pick up.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Been trying for 20 minutes. Okay.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I'm going to see if you have anything else I can steal in here, sir.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming, Alexia. Was there was something in the area I couldn't interact with. The problem seems to be that I'm almost certain I know what I need to pick up, and it's one of the cogs. But because I don't have a high enough spot hidden, it doesn't appear as something to be picked up. And that is really dodgy game design. Where am I? So if I want to up my spot hidden, I need 6 character points. Yeah, I shouldn't have put anything into occultism. I should have just upped my spot hidden. Yeah, I imagine there is, Moliere. It's just really, really frustrating. So presumably I've got to use that and rely on him not kicking my ass. It's just... it's stupid. It's an obstacle for obstacle's sake.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not seeing.
If that makes sense. And that annoys me.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the 2 soaks. Go die of thirst.
What are you guarding exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Okay.
She sounds frightening.
And she doesn't like...
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Yes, I know. I mean, I'd quite like to just throw the Molotov at them, but that's just me.
Well, well, look who's back.
Do you want
Did
some
you
dodgy
miss
beers?
us?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, well, the answer.
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business.
No, it's
What's
fine.
in it for us?
What
No.
would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
No, Alexia, you feel free to carry on looking stuff up. That's cool.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me.
Yeah. They haven't taken their booze.
Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think.
Really? No. Fuck's sake. Seriously? The seriously, by the way, is I just walked past the guards. I just strolled
Let's see.
past them.
Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
You are kidding me. Can I get up there? Please, can I get up there, sir?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Great.
You're not only inquisitive, you're also
Oh, this
stupid.
is gonna hurt.
What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective.
Oh, I think
I'll
you
tell
are.
you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
What the hell? What the flying fuck?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
What? worry.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
No, please. My tongue got ahead of my senses. Or something like that. Hey, tell him to calm down. It's just a little joke.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Back to the bar it is
Put that
then.
beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Really getting annoyed.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I
You're
respect.
stupid.
So
That's
understand by
something I
that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Too late.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us.
Okay.
And they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Should I have done some reading?
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Yes.
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Not like I've got a choice.
Do I have a choice?
Thank you.
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
Yeah, you can whimper around in the docks for another.
Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
That beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Get another line of dialogue.
Can't understand? Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Tell you what, I'm going to go over here. And you can catch up with me.
Guy poking around here.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Need time? Cat? I wasn't walking that fast. Oh, there you are. Not here to give me information, but you're an NPC. Yes. This really is crap. I cannot spot heavy machinery that is directly in front of my face. What do you do that for?
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
What? Why did you come with me?
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh boy. To enter a reconstruction scene, hold left hand, right mouse buttons together. Okay, what I'm going to do... and yes, spot hidden, not spot bleeding obvious. Yes, is I am going to take a brief bio break. And I will come back and then do the investigation. Ensure you're not snooping anywhere other than the warehouse. I can't get anywhere other than the warehouse. There's nowhere else to go. Back in the mo. Bio break griefs. Now, how are we doing here? Is my camera working? Yes. Now, may I offer, for reviewing delectation, hey Pips, Pippin, a gorgeous Moggy. Moggy, this is a very silly game. It's weirdly structured. Pippican. Yeah, you're gorgeous, aren't you? You are gorgeous. And you know you're gorgeous. And you're purring. He is actually purring at me. Oh. Well, you'd get on better if you didn't push the shelf in. Oh, I've got a Pippin shelf, you know. There you go, gorgeous. Alright then, fine. As you wish, darling. Also, Alexia, right, my hair does look dead shiny today. I don't know why. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. Are you standing on the end of my bed looking worried? Okay. I mean, stared at now. I didn't just randomly grab him, by the way. Oh boy. Well, this place sucks horribly. Right then. Bubbity 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 bing 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 bing. I've been bitten by a radioactive firefly. I got bitten by radioactive.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
David, it's over to you.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Oh, I doubt that.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
I hope so. Oh, hello. Hi. Somebody was worshipping this and they weren't wearing any clothes. And they're an action man. And the Pippin's gone. I hope you appreciated good Pippin content, by the way. But yeah, he was yelling at me as I went past the living room. I don't want to leave it yet. I haven't found everything that's in here.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
The Little Parisian.
What happened here?
Check. Someone punched a window, a mirror. Okay. This is fine.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Not a lot. I thought you might be missing him as well, Fish. Okay. So someone's basically had an occult-driven nervous breakdown in the nude. Oh, let's hope that's a fish head. Yes, that's a fish head, okay. I've done that. Okay. New clue. Oh, character point, a whole character point. You know what? I'm putting it into spot hidden. Unless I put it into eloquence. I wish I could take points out. Yeah, screw it. I've been upping my eloquence, so I might as well do that. Since it doesn't seem to make much odds. Right, well this place already looks like hell on toast, again. That's been burned, so that is a burned painting, and that's definitely a signature that starts with an S. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, you reckon? As well as pills, painkillers and sleeping pills. The occupant seems obsessed with Sarah Hawkins. It's the discovery of a partially charred painting recognised by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion. What? How? I haven't had that conversation. I haven't spoken to Officer Bradley. I'm not convinced I know which one Officer Bradley is.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case.
Hi.
Is there anyone in there? You!
Oh, that's
don't
Bradley.
move! Detective Pierce.
Hiya.
I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Excuse me?
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Why are you threatening
Is it far,
me?
this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Oh, for God's sake!
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Oh, for goodness sake. I don't like that I had the information that Bradley recognised that picture from the burned out mansion before I could talk to Bradley. That's annoying. Subtle game is subtle, yeah. Dracula took one look at that and went, mate, turn it down. Just little bits like that just don't make sense. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm bitching. comes in suddenly in much higher res than in the game. So what you want to do is you want to teleport up to the top of the gate, teleport back down.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Ah. So I need a better... Can't talk to him. Oh, really? There's like one answer I've unlocked?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Oh, I've got loads. Whether I'll be able to answer any of them, I don't know. Please let me...
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Gosh.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
It's... Yeah, you're right, Fish. It's not a bad game, but you'd be annoyed if you paid a AAA price for it. Yeah, I think that's where I am. I think I paid a tenner for this. Which... Yeah, 10 or 20. I'd have been okay. USA idea is very old and slightly pathetic, yes. Can't do that, can't do that.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as
Oh,
I can remember.
yes, that was it, Fish.
Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go.
Sorry.
And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I don't want to go up there at all, mate. Thank you, Fish. I apologise for that.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Okay, so...
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Bad.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us,
I did.
If there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Yeah, I went with Sinking City at full price. Not long after release. And I loved it. I'm so tempted, now I've got my head around the mechanics of it, to go back and do a different playthrough. Because there are different paths you can follow. I mean, they pretty much all end up at the same conclusions. And that's your choice. Okay.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Yeah, okay.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Because Sinking City is just beautifully horrible. And B, it's genuinely unnerving and disturbing. Got combat leaves. It's got things like those crab cats. Hi.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
Yeah, early monsters. 1693. Gosh. Oh, we're going this way, are we? Okay. When in doubt, go to the graveyard. Go to where the bass noise.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
Yeah.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say,
yeah,
pretty
it was.
gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
If I do it, Fish, what I might do is do it on Discord. Because that's easier to pick a time and dedicate a big old chunk of change to it.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Somebody did.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
I'm sorry,
What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
That one didn't.
Steal a burnt painting?
Poor kid.
I don't see Silas doing such a thing.
Okay.
Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers
Bit
on
late.
Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Somebody had a crush on Sarah. Come on then. Wow. Can we have a bit of a change up in the colour palettes? I need contrast. Coming with, or do I have to actually tell you? Okay. Reach Hawkins Manor. Just did. I just see a thing. Oh, we've got poem music. Excellent. We've got a dodgy frog. We've got a tree that's fallen from somewhere. There doesn't appear to be space for its roots. Okay. When in doubt, explore outside first. It's a bit weird seeing everything else completely filled up and then it's just a perfect patio set.
This entrance is still in use.
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
He's fine. He's not dangerous.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
No, don't do that.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here.
That's not
And
the
no
question.
baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
Yeah,
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Fine, can I have your axe?
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Was he actually responding to what I said to him? Am I being too demanding? Oh, thank you. You were so much use, Mr. Policeman, sir. Cheers for that. Good to know. Right, so that's the entrance that leads round to where the graveyard is. Okay. Fish, why did I hear that in Kellebrandt's voice? I could take that axe off you and shove it where the sun don't shine. Your choice.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Thanks. By the way, where the were you 5
Now
minutes
that you
ago?
finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Why did I bring you? You weren't when you started typing, but by the end, yes.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
How am I comparing, by the way, to people who've watched other streamers do actual plays of this? Am I being that dense? Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down. Did they? Fuck. Bradley ignored it. Cool fish. We am like fishes who can play Kel.
Follow me. I know the place.
Oh my god.
Who left
right,
this light
nobody's
on?
in here. You know what? Level up. I need a character point in eloquence, so I may as well do that. And now I feel I need to start sticking it into spots. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. Why did the lamp smoke like that? Yeah, doesn't come in at all, honest to Gov. Ah, first edition of the Necrotelecomnicon. Telephone Book of the Dead. Right. Wow.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
What the fudge is that? Fine.
What kind of meat is this?
Yeah, I don't know, but looks like frog.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Okay. He was having a shout. Oh my god, that's Jonathan. They look a happy family. Oh, nice fire screen. But that's not in October. Yeah, oh god, it's got tentacles. Oh, why would you? Now, is here a thing I can look at? Is that all I can do? What were you angry at, sir?
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Because he didn't want to eat tentacle frog? Quite sensible. A frog makes sense if they cook it.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else?
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because
Something
their idea
happened
of
at
a
this
meal
table.
consisted
An
of a
argument?
slab of frog on a plate with nothing else?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Please let me look up at that. Far too tentacly thing. No soup plates. What the hell is that? Okay, fine. I'm just more worried that that hasn't gone off and that rat apparently ate some and died. I wouldn't be surprised if you did, dear.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It's common knowledge he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? I don't know, but please, occasionally give me something to look at on the back of the bloody...
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
I could get over that.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
Charles was very, very tall.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Police around here? Probably not on sure. Right, what's in colour?
Did someone escape the fire?
A Were they naked? More importantly, why were they naked?
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Why did nobody ever use glasses?
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Well, the tentacles, probably. The answer to most things around here is tentacles.
They had a fight. Why?
Tentacles? There's a void there.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Frankly, is that a priority? What was he going to do? Sacrifice her? Actually...
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
10 to midnight. 2 minutes to midnight. See if the cops find something the cops missed, or it won't be their lunch break. No. They just don't seem to give a toss. I can see shit, can you? Is there anything else in here leaping out? No. Right, okay, fine. You have to hold those buttons for a really long time.
This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
So do we know Sarah's
Someone
dead?
fell here.
How do we know Charles is dead?
A desperate attempt to flee.
Hair on my face. Can't... Another one of those toy soldiers.
And the boy.
How many of those did he have?
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
The clues don't match. The fire wasn't an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
There's only one way.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing...
Right, okay, fine. Pierce, let's up his spot hidden again. 3 courage points to go. It's a demon. Yes. Now, I'm not judging here, but, you know, we've got some heavy-duty reading material. Was I supposed to follow the police officer? Or can I just go rule of right?
This door is locked.
I keep trying to left click. And it isn't. It's, E. To use everything. History of medicine in the 18th century. I misread that's 23rd century and thought, hang on a minute. Oh, my medicine's gone up.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Somebody who didn't die in the fire and has presumably actually been hanging out in the mansion.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Duck Dodgers might have a better way of dealing with all this. Yes.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Gosh.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
I am really not a fan of that book, I have to say. It's so tedious.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Okay.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Yeah, we haven't had any information on what the fantastically wealthy father is willing to pay. Ash has said the same thing. I've read Moby Dick a couple of times and I just cannot get on with it. Actually started to finish it a few times and it's just... I've never longed for people to die so much. If only because they were just boring me to death. And I know that may make me sound shallow and I don't care. Definitely someone's been shacked out here.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
True. I like some of the artwork though. Kind of funky. Right. By falling apart you mean it was actually really solid. Right, the book just advertised itself to me.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Now that's a better book.
Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
You picked up the audiobook on the cheap so one day you could claim to know it. Yeah. 20,000 Leagues is a better book. That one I've read a lot. I don't know why I had a copy from when I was about 6, but... Hello. Crowbar!
A crowbar.
Oh, well.
Could prove useful.
Right, now. It's a game changer, kids. I've got a crowbar and that's a skull.
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Something disturbing about the cobwebs. I do love the library, yeah. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, a story about underwater sports. Yes. It's the fact that you could get at least 4 houses into this room I find entertaining. I do mean that literally. You could divvy that up into 4 plots. Another copy of 20,000 Leagues. Because we've modelled it, damn it, and therefore we're going to. Okay.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. How unfortunately I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behaviour of your wife. Last week she again terrified my clientele. I know she meant no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. I'm going to have to talk with Dr. Fuller, I think. Yeah, Molia, I know, feel that. If these disturbances were to occur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. I suppose that only a character point, did it? Hey, cop likes order and justice and has been mutilated by cat. Silas, completely in danger. Hello, toast. Sorry, I don't like having exclamation marks unanswered. If I can help it. And I love the lighting effects, it's very nice. But oh, that's interesting. Some very desperate rats. I'm not supposed to be in this game.
Locked.
Please, sir, can I use the crowbar? Oh, hello, found the nursery.
The boys' room.
Wonderful little animals. That's the trouble in there. Nemo, go to sleep. Okay. I like the vintage images. I'm not sure about using the books from the library as building blocks, but hey.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Yeah, Cthulhu Fatan.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
To be fair, that's enough to traumatize any kid.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Fair enough. Crowbar, who do you think you are, boy? Gordon Freeman or something? Yeah, good point.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
That kid has seen some shit. I love the two responses there from you guys. Sorry, that just makes me giggle. The fact that you both said exactly the same thing backwards. Yeah, the scratches. That's comforting. Hang on, which direction did I just come from? Oh, hello. Got a key. Great. Shall we see if I can match it? Yes, we can. Oh, this is fine.
The door is blocked on the other side. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together and forever it will bind us. No, that's not a sweet nothing, that's a threat. Oh, okay, fine. Summoning circle, perfectly normal, wanders out of room. Yes! He hasn't mentioned the summoning circle.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Painting for Boston client, painting for JF, Boston client. Painting for AD, returned. Dr. Fuller, one assumes. The Shambler, for, oh boy. Oh boy.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders.
Just for a second.
Why?
I was looking at that going, oh, she has got a widescreen monitor. Sorry. Just seemed to make sense. Yeah, I know. It's fine. So it's better close the doors I'm not using. That way, if they're weirdly open later, that'll be why. Okay, so sketching practice. Oh, that's totally normal. That's fine.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Ever since you left to bury yourself away on this lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last one's so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, as selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Don't forget your friend, who was the first to recognise your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Summoning circle.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
You reckon?
What was she trying to achieve?
If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, then an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. What have we got? I'm not seeing any... Oh, that might be... That's one of the versions of the elder sign. But I'm not seeing the star. Actually, I don't have any more character. Earning character points is very random. Yeah, again, we're into... I want an investigation for that. I need to be able to look at this. No, it still can't.
The door is blocked on the other side.
That's fine. It's probably just...
Bradley? Is that you?
Okay. might last get a game save.
What will her room reveal about her?
Why is it showing us blocked? Oh, not blocked, locked.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Yeah, I know. You're a wussy little padlock person.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Okay. Nice screen.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
75 milligrams of amybarbital sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required. Add 25 milligrams of phenobarbital up to 3 times a day. Do not consume any alcohol.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
Sarah superpowered? Frankly? What the hell? Okay. Seriously telling me I can't get into the chest. Okay, fine. Oh yeah.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I have a crowbar. I've used bolt croppers.
Is anyone there?
It's the set designers. I think everyone's hallucinating due to the green vapour that comes off whatever in Satan's name it is that they're burning. This worries you. The summoning circle in the office. Ophe. This worries you. Okay, now that would worry me actually. But she had visions. Well, this is fun.
You! Stop!
Oh, hello.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you alright?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
The man was hiding on the upper
Blame
level.
me.
He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
You may switch from one light source to another. Oh, right, okay.
This door was closed earlier.
I want to go back up to the attic and finish investigating. Maybe it's just me.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Southern Hemisphere?
This globe seems to have been part of some
Do you really
mechanism.
think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
I do. There we go.
Looks like it worked.
Wasn't the most complicated thing on the planet.
Well done, Pierce.
Actually, before I do that, a quick whip round the room.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Okay. Oh, right.
are these letters here, and not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings?
Open but visibly have not left Charles's office. They're tied together with a carefully knotted braid. Key? Who was she seeing? Was she seeing? And they're from her father. How long has she been dead? Undead. Possessed. Oh, reservoir of your lamp has been filled. Refills can be found in the levels. Oh my god, it's something I have to worry about. Well, yikes.
Seems like this came from a log.
1847. I'm guessing captain of the Scylla, or at least crew. Most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes on. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we've gained glory. We've beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and the Hamilton are only memories. Okay. That's weird.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Yeah, very strange punctuation.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
As if. Can I get anything more out of it?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Someone's added the coordinates to this old sea map. They make up a journey. Okay. One time I haven't checked back. Okay. Hello.
This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
Okay. So she was institutionalized at some point. Huh.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Okay. Anything over here?
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Yeah.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
If it didn't say Darkwater Island, I would have assumed it was the kid who got it.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
It's the one that brought in the Cthulhu entity that everybody ate.
This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism.
Oh, okay.
Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
I just have.
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
It's fine. Oh, this is fine. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place looking for proof. When a hooded man... No, it's not the hood that was the problem, it was the tentacle face mask. No! We have... Oh, no, we've got a crash. Keep them crossed, kids. Oh, that's annoying. Right, let's... See, it was saving fairly frequently. But let's just go back in and check. Because actually I'm going to end the stream here anyway. Yeah, whatever. Seriously, whatever. I own several things by cyanide, you know. Frankly, at this stage, I'm ready to report back to the father that the daughter was mentally troubled, was probably being drugged by her husband. He was almost certainly abusing her, and she was also into the occult. And letting him do what he will with this information. The old caretaker still faithful to his employers. No, not faithful to his employers, doing something. But I doubt it had anything to do with his employers.
Where did he go?
Oh, you are joking. Oh, that's annoying.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here?
Well, yes.
I don't see
They look
any
like
way out.
Celtic runes. This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist? It looks like an old seaway map. Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the seaway, as if the bookcase has been moved several times. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Right, see how fast I can do this.
Why are these letters here, and not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings?
Why haven't they been opened? When was she institutionalized? How long was she institutionalized?
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with it looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. I must find a way to activate the...
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
Yeah, you would. I wish there was a manual save option, because this is annoying.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Oh, cool, fish. Where was the compass rose? Because I didn't have any trouble finding it last time. There it is.
Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce.
Hands off.
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
And you're just casually strolling down
That
there.
guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
Slash slicked gone. Okay. Right. We will call that there for tonight. I think that's a good place to leave it.